Welcome to New England Sports Legends. There's no bigger and greater legend than Arthur DeAngelo, one of the founders of the Twins Souvenir Red Sox store, which is right across the street from Fenway Park and has been for how many years, Arthur? How many?
I've been there close to 75 years. Started selling newspapers in front of Fenway Park for 2 cents. As we made a few dollars, we started selling souvenirs. So beyond that, I've been from the early 40s.
And it just evolved.
Well, it was a lot of lean years, but we were fortunate enough. The Red Sox won the pennant in 1946, and that's really what it gave us a start. We made a few dollars, and we kept moving along.
Now, I'm going to tell them a secret, because many people have probably seen the new souvenir line of 47. And they said, "What's that? Who wore 47 on the Red Sox?" Because they were at the World Series in 46. But this is Arthur's line, and he's going to tell you what the 47 stands for, just so we all know.
Actually, we made, as I just said, in 46, we made a few dollars. So the following season, we were prepared. So we incorporated Twins Enterprise in 1947, and that's what came all about, 47.
There you go. 47 is the year they incorporated. Okay, let's talk about the history here. I mean, now this is a conglomerate. You get tired walking from one end of the store to the other.
Well, why not get bigger? As we made a few dollars, we kept buying the properties around Fenway Park. At that time, Tom Yawkey was, he kept to himself. He didn't want to buy anything else. So we beat him to the punch and we bought the properties. And from one thing led to another.
Well, if you beat Tom Yawkey in terms of action, was your relationship with him good, bad, or okay?
No, it was good relations with him because he just won baseball and nothing else. He didn't want to buy any properties and so forth. So we thought beat him to the punch. But we felt that the Red Sox was our livelihood, so we kept buying properties.
So you were kind of like that eel that goes along on the back of a shark. They were the shark, and you were going along for the ride. They provided the engine, but you were in the car.
Well, we were fortunate enough we made a few dollars in 1946 because they had won the pennant, because we had no money. But as we made a few dollars, we bought the property.
Okay, and the property is here and grew. It was right across the street. So talk about how it evolved. I mean, the stuff you have here it's incredible, Arthur. Did you ever think when you're selling newspapers for 2 cents a paper, you'd be sitting here?
Yeah, I keep saying we because I had a twin brother. He and I, we worked together.
Yeah, tell me about your twin brother.
Well, we looked alike. Nobody knew the difference. If they called me either Arthur or Henry, we responded, yes, yes, yes.
Oh, that's trouble for a lot of people.
Well, no, we had a lot of fun because we used to take girls out and they didn't know the difference. So it was a pleasant life.
Really? That sounds like it was a pretty cool thing.
But prior to that, then we got drafted. Well, I go back we got drafted in 44. We went in the Army. We came back in 46. Eager to make a buck. And by that time, we learned the language because prior to that, we didn't even know how to speak English. So the Army taught us a lesson and kept us going.
What was the lesson?
Lesson to be matured, because when we came, we were kids. We just wanted to fool around. But when we got out of the Army, we became men that wanted to make money.
And that's exactly what's happened. I'd hate to even ask what you'd be doing if you didn't have this, but that's not the point. The point is, what's been your relationship after Tom Yawkey died? What was your relationship with the Yawkey Trust, and how has it changed since the new owners have come in?
Well, Yawkey was on the world of his own. He came here the beginning of the season. If the Red Sox were doing well, he stayed until the end. If not, he used to leave around just October, whatever it was, rather in August, and go back to Michigan, wherever he came from. So it was really not much of a relation with Tom Yawkey. It was just a relation with the Red Sox. Our pride and joy was to make a buck, and that's what we done.
We'll be right back with more of Arthur after this. Did you know that every Toyota dealer pays the same for their new Toyotas? And it's true. So, why would you choose to go anywhere else but your favorite local dealership? Lexington Toyota. Hi, I'm Bob Lobel, and I've been a customer here at Lexington Toyota for many years, for sales, for service, for all my automotive needs. Imagine that, a hometown dealership with great people, big selection, and low pricing. I would not go anywhere else.
Are you looking to get in the best shape of your life? Stop into Precision Fitness Equipment, where you'll find the latest in cutting-edge exercise equipment. Our experienced staff will work closely with you and your family to help select the right equipment to meet all your fitness goals. Thanks, Steve. Does your company or municipality need a fitness room?
And Dave's your man.
We have the knowledge and expertise to set up any size fitness room.
For the best in home and commercial exercise equipment, visit a Precision Fitness Equipment location near you or online at precisionfitnessequipment.com.
Were they upset with you? Did they feel like you competed with them? Because this is their stuff. I mean,
Well, after a while, the baseball league became united, and they wanted to issue licenses. So in I believe, in the early '60s, we incorporated, and we became a part of the baseball league. We got licensed from them. We pay royalties, whatever we done.
so it's kind of like a grandfather clause.
Basically, that's they treat us well. We treated them well.
And they still treat you well. I'm sure if they had an opportunity, they would buy all this immediately.
Well, no, we pay royalties, so we give them quite a few dollars yearly in royalties. So
But you're not losing money.
no, we're making money, and my family's making money. So life has been good.
Life has been good. And
Yes, sir.
All the new stuff that comes out, and you must be excited about the new brand.
Well, the thing is this: whatever we make, we have to be approved by the league, not only by the Red Sox but by the league. So whenever we produce something, we have to show it to them, and they approve it.
Now, do players come in here? Have you had relationships with players over the years?
Years ago, we used to have a lot of relation with, from Ted Williams on. The new ball players, they just isolate themselves. They go in the last minute, and they come out, and they go out.
Get everything for free anyway.
Well, I don't think they make enough money. I think they can pay it. Give me a ring.
Let me see that. No, show, when did you get that?
This is
Hold it up, please. Okay, Jess, just, show the ring. What?
This is the 207.
Yeah.
I got the 204, but believe it or not, it broke and it's being fixed. Now I'm hoping to get the 13. I don't know if they're going to give it to me.
Of course they will.
Well, you never know.
You know what? If they don't, I'm sure you can get back at them in many ways.
No,
I'm sure there's
it's
many
up
ways.
to them.
Huh?
It has to be
You know
by
what?
them.
Then if they leave you out, it'd be the dumbest thing that they'd ever do, and they're not dumb people, so they understand. And I think they understand the value of having you here in the Twins souvenirs.
Well, we have good relations with
Yeah.
them. Whatever they want, we oblige, and we do whatever with the league and also with the Red Sox.
How about when they closed off the street? That was always part of the pregame. Is that a good thing for you, or what?
Well, we more or less had to approve it because because we own part of the street, not part of it,
Got
but the sidewalks. So it really worked out for us. It keeps the traffic out. It worked out well for us.
You have any plans of retirement, or is this your life?
You know what? I'm almost 88 years of age.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. How old?
Almost 88. I can keep going for a few more years. I'm still quite healthy. I'm still driving. I still can count the money. So, so life has been good. Why should I quit?
I'm not suggesting you should. And I don't think you ever could. You wouldn't know what to do with yourself.
No. I have to get out of the house. It's been a wonderful marriage, but at the same time, this has been my marriage too.
This is your family in here,
This
right?
is it. This is it.
Yeah. I think it's a remarkable place. Have you ever had one really best-selling item that maybe a Yastrzemski shirt or I don't know what it would be?
Well, we're going back a number of years. Prior to that, the best-selling thing was Ted Williams. Whatever we made of Ted Williams, shirt, whatever we done. As a matter of fact, Ted used to be very friendly with my twin brother, and he used to say, "You two bastards are making money, and you never gave me 2 cents."
That's Ted, yeah. Of course that's him.
Well, that's the way he spoke.
Yeah, of course it was. Believe me, I know it. Yeah. Yeah. And so he was big, and after him, what?
Well, Yastrzemski come after. Yastrzemski was a different type of a guy. He kept to himself, but he was a pretty decent guy.
Yeah, I mean, he was a loner.
He was a good guy.
He was no Ted Williams in terms of personality, but
nobody
was.
Entirely different, but he was a good guy.
How about Clemens and Pedro and guys like that?
Well, there were different type of guys. They were more quiet in comparison to Ted, though, yes. But they were good guys. Most of these ball players are pretty decent guys.
This is a rumor I heard, okay?
Go
And you
ahead.
can either choose to say yes, no, or you don't want to even talk about it. I understand it. One time when he was injured, Pedro, in the middle of a game, came over here in a Spikes uniform and got a massage over here. Is this true?
I can't remember it.
So the answer is why?
It might have been, but I'm not.
You wouldn't be surprised if that happened, right?
No, definitely not.
Did that happen a lot, or was it just?
No, I wouldn't say a lot. It happened, but I don't know how many times it happened.
They snuck over here in the middle of the game. Nobody would see him, right?
Well, yes, used to sneak for booze, but that's a different ball game already.
That's all right. You kind of supplied everything with everybody, right?
Yeah. He was a doer.
Yeah. Well, he's also one of my favorites too, for many different reasons. But glad we had a chance to talk. I would ask you this: as almost 88, I met one of your sons here. You must have a very special family. What do you think the D'Angelo legacy is going to be? You've been here 75 years. What do you think that legacy is going to look like?
Well, you know what? As you just met my number one son, I keep him number one because I have 4 sons. He's the oldest, so I call him they'll be the leader. It's up to them to do whatever they want. They have a freelance. I'll be gone pretty soon, so I'll keep working as long as I can.
You're not going anywhere.
Well, listen, life continues.
You thrown out a first ball yet?
Yes, last year I threw out the
thought so,
first
yeah.
ball. Yeah, I threw the first ball.
It's about time.
Well, what the hell?
No, they had a ring, first ball. But I would say this: I think I can't answer your legacy question, but I think it's all about family with you, and of course making a buck.
Well, there's no question about it. This is a family business. As a matter of fact, like I said, I had a twin brother. He has 2 sons. Now one is a judge and one is a doctor. So they're not in the business. But believe it or not, even the judge occasionally comes to work here.
Well, I believe it. Well, I can understand it. This was like a toy store, right? It's like a toy store.
It's not only a choice, it's a meeting place for people to meet here. I'll meet your twins. That's usually the procedure.
Okay, now, your oldest son, Bobby's here. Can I bring him on to say?
Positively.
Okay, come on over, Bob. We'll be right back with more of Arthur after this.
Are you looking to get in the best shape of your life? Stop into Precision Fitness Equipment, where you'll find the latest in cutting-edge exercise equipment. Our experienced staff will work closely with you and your family to help select the right equipment to meet all your fitness goals. Thanks, Steve. Does your company or municipality need a fitness room?
And Dave's your man.
We have the knowledge and expertise to set up any size fitness room.
For the best in home and commercial exercise equipment, visit a Precision Fitness Equipment location near you or online at precisionfitnessequipment.com.
Did you know that every Toyota dealer pays the same for their new Toyotas? And it's true. So, why would you choose to go anywhere else but your favorite local dealership? Lexington Toyota. Hi, I'm Bob Lobel, and I've been a customer here at Lexington Toyota for many years, for sales, for service, for all my automotive needs. Imagine that, a hometown dealership with great people, big selection, and low pricing. I would not go anywhere else. Welcome back. Bobby D'Angelo, Arthur's oldest son, one of four, has joined. How do you think the old man did?
He did great. You know, something, I have a moment every single day when I see him because, you know what, he's my dad, he's my hero, and, you know, I'm 59 years old, and it's been just a great life because I've worked alongside my father for my entire life. He brought me up as a worker, and you know what, and he brought me up the right way, and it's been a great affair, as a family affair, like he said, and we all work here, and it's just a wonderful life.
You must have some stories, Bobby, huh?
I do. You know something?
He must have some that passed down.
Well, you know something? So I was born in 1955, so the Ted Williams stories, I remember seeing Ted Williams with my father and my uncle, and he was a guy who was magnanimous. He was a guy who would, you know, put his arm around you, make you feel like $1 million, and it changed after that. I mean, Yaz was a great guy, but it wasn't the same as Ted Williams. And the same with Clemens and Pedro and Louis Tiant. Those were great guys. I mean, those are real characters. We don't get to know the players as well now because they kind of, you know, they have their own thing, I guess, you know, and they don't want to get mobbed. Before, the Red Sox used to walk by our store every afternoon before a game. We saw him every single day. Bill Lee used to play wiffle ball with us on the street. So it's a different world out there today. But you know what? They are. They're good guys, like you
his
said.
stories. He said something about off camera about 67.
Well, so my father, you know, he when he tells stories, he remembers when he starts, but he forgets some of the middle stuff. And 1967 was truly the turning point in his business. Although I was only 12 years old,
He was in business 20 years, from 47 to 67.
From 1947 to 1967, he's
Figured that
selling.
out myself.
He's selling Red Sox paraphernalia. And he was the first one to sell a Red Sox pennant at Fenway Park. Thus, 1947 was the first year. That's the name of the company. And it was all work. I mean, there was not a lot of great stories from 1947 to 67 because there was no business. 1967 happens, the Red Sox finished 9th place the year before, and all of a sudden, everyone's a Red Sox fan, and it's the greatest thing in the world. And for the first time in our business, since Ted Williams' glory year, we're starting to sell product. And my father parlayed that business into buying his first buildings and not renting. So that was, he became a landowner in 1968, right after the 1967.
So 67 not only did a lot for baseball in New England, it did a lot for the D'Angelo family.
Exactly. Because my father in those days was in the dry cleaning business. And he left the house every morning at 5 in the morning, and if there was a night game, he didn't come home till almost midnight. So it was 17-hour days, 20-hour days, every single day when the Red Sox had a night game.
Here's my question. You know, obviously, he's become a really good businessman, okay? But behind this exterior and his storytelling, he's pretty smart.
Yes, I'm way ahead of his time. Probably, you know, the guy we emulate, my three brothers and I, because we learned everything from him. And we didn't learn it in a book, but we learned it on the street. And the one most important thing we learned is, you know, the golden rule in life is do unto others, and that's exactly what he is. My father's a relationship guy, so whether it was the guy sweeping the streets or the mayor of Boston, everyone got a big hello or a big goodbye from Arthur D'Angelo, and we learned you treat your people right and people are going to treat you right. And that's the relationship with the Red Sox, and now we have a lot of partnerships with the Red Sox. And in fact, we run the inside of the ballpark at retail for the Boston Red Sox as we speak.
Amazing. Whoever thought that would happen?
Right, impossible.
Impossible.
Impossible, but
I
relationships
mean, happens
build.
to Yawkey Trust. You're lucky you even got a ticket.
Right, well, you know what? It's funny because my father's modest about that too. Because when I met Tom Yawkey, he used to come the first day of the season when he came down, and he came into the store with a big hello for my father and my uncle. So, you know, if there was some bad feelings, it didn't show, because he looked at my father and my uncle and said, two hardworking guys, God bless them. And that's kind of the way he did it. And he says, you can sell my stuff anytime you want.
How does that make you feel when you hear your son talk about you like that?
Well, it feels wonderful because not only he, but the other sons are exactly the same.
Gee, what made you such a good father? What made you such a good businessman? You know,
You know what? You know, you not only is they my son, I treat him as friends. We're not only relation father and son, but we have a great relation, friendship. So it's different. It's different.
people ask you guys for free stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know something, when we were growing up, it wasn't so easy to give the free stuff away. My father used to always make some crazy number of how much something costs, and we'll give it to him at cost.
It's like the Pawn Stars,
Yeah.
right on TV.
But
You're right, yeah.
but times have changed now, and we've become very philanthropic. And you know what? We have it, so we give it. You know, it's a good feeling. In fact, last year we started to, after the marathon disaster, we started to sell baseball caps, and we ended up giving the one fund a check for $1,447,000. So that's my father's. You know, it's his legacy, and we've kind of taken the ball and run with it.
So if I asked you, would you consider your father a New England sports legend?
Oh my God! Well, first of all, he's the mayor of Fenway Park. You know, who else has been here since 1947? Who goes to every single Red Sox game? My father does. He sits in the store. He sits security in the store every single game. There's a line to take pictures with Arthur to try his ring on every single day. And he's gracious. My mother gets sick when the rings are starting to leave his hand, but my father says, don't worry about it. It's only a ring. So every single fan takes a picture with my father, and it's like, he's the greatest. You know, Aaron Andrews came up to him and, you know, starts talking about the World Series, and he owns this convenience store across the street, and my father, of course, laughs, doesn't make a big deal out of it.
Well, she won't leave me alone either.
But, you know, and it's just the way he is. He's just a regular guy, and it's what he's instilled in us, just to be regular people, no matter how much money you've got.
Fair enough, Bobby. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming by.
Well,
Hey,
it's a pleasure.
yes, it's my pleasure. You know, I want to say we're friends, whether we are or not.
No,
I'm
no.
saying you're one of my better friends, okay? Because I don't have too many.
No, it's
When
all
I talk to
right,
Aaron Andrews, well, you should call me again. I'm gonna say,
I remember when you had all your hair. You were a young buck.
yeah,
So.
well, young.
Yeah.
Young was the word. You're great. Continue, you know?
Let's.
Got a long time to see great things happen yet,
Yes.
okay? Thank you.
Right. Bob.
Hang on, I guess I gotta close the show out. It's Bobby D'Angelo, it's Arthur D'Angelo, our New England sports legend. And when I say you absolutely have to believe that, you absolutely have to believe that.
My dad always taught us, if you work hard and you have passion, you're going to be successful. For us, it's about hard work, it's about passion, and it's about family.
Originally came from Italy, 1938. We used to sell newspapers in front of Fenway Park. I keep saying we because my twin brother and I had done everything together. As we got older, we decided to make some pennants, which are flags, and start selling flags for a quarter. As we made a few dollars, we bought the building, and that really got started the whole business. I decided, let me make my own hats. I got in a plane, I went to Hong Kong. The following year, I went to Taiwan, and we formed a relation with these manufacturers and started making good hats, as good as anybody.
So we come up with this one hat. It's the hat in our arsenal. Most comfortable hat in the world, but we have no name. So the 4 of us and 12 of our highest guys in our company are all thinking of names. We're putting them on the blackboard. And Arthur says, hey, how about franchise?
As soon as he said it, go, that's it.
We always made the most comfortable and best fitting cap in the industry. And we could never find anybody that had the complement in a t-shirt.
The thought process was if we have an apparel end of this business that complements the headwear, then this makes sense, and we made it happen. It's made us continue to look at our business in a different way by having apparel. We're quality first, the attention to detail. It's made us a better company.
People say, why do you guys work all day there and then go to the ball games? This is where we grew up. My father never had to say, are you coming to work, what time? We knew it. In 1971, the Patriots moved to Foxborough. We used to go with like 50 guys in shopping carts, and we used to work the parking lots.
We were integral parts of every part of this process. It was like, boy, I'm in college. How am I doing this? How am I running this operation here? You work your butt off. That was the plan.
The most exciting place we could ever be is where we are right now. We have headwear and apparel. We have a license with all of the different leagues and colleges that no one else has. We have a unique sort of product mix and the quality of our product. It's endless what the opportunities are.
He's a celebrity. So he's sitting security and everybody goes by him when they're in the store. He's got a Red Sox World Championship ring that everyone wears before the game for a picture. We look at him as a celebrity because of what he's achieved, but honestly, he's like one of the guys. He looks to go to the Red Sox game, and when he goes to his seat, they almost salute him going in there. Everybody knows Arthur. He's the mayor of Fenway Park, and that's what it amounts to.
Sports Legends New England is presented by Precision Fitness Equipment, where the pros go for fitness equipment. With locations in Natick, Newton, Hanover, Attleboro, and in Nashua and Northampton, New Hampshire. Online at precisionfitnessequipment.com. The Renaissance Boston Patriot Place Hotel and Spa. Patriot-place.com.
Did you know that every Toyota dealer pays the same for their new Toyotas? And it's true. So, why would you choose to go anywhere else but your favorite local dealership? Lexington Toyota. Hi, I'm Bob Lobel, and I've been a customer here at Lexington Toyota for many years, for sales, for service, for all my automotive needs. Imagine that, a hometown dealership with great people, big selection, and low pricing. I would not go anywhere else.
Are you looking to get in the best shape of your life? Stop into Precision Fitness Equipment, where you'll find the latest in cutting-edge exercise equipment. Our experienced staff will work closely with you and your family to help select the right equipment to meet all your fitness goals. Thanks, Steve. Does your company or municipality need a fitness room?
Then Dave's your man.
We have the knowledge and expertise to set up any size fitness room.
For the best in home and commercial exercise equipment, visit a Precision Fitness Equipment location near you or online at precisionfitnessequipment.com.